has this great love affair with guns, and anybody can get them, whether they're mentally disturbed, whether they're crazy, whether they're part of a hate group. Just give them a gun. Everybody has a gun, and nobody wants to police it or rein it in.
President Obama and Hillary Clinton have also echoed Reverend Brown's sentiment. So let's take a hard look and a fair look at the gun question. In Chicago, the law says people cannot carry unlicensed guns. And in Cook County, where Chicago is, you're supposed to be severely punished if found with an illegal handgun. You can get 10 years in prison. Yet gun crimes in the Windy City are an epidemic. So far this year, there have been 873 shooting incidents, up 20% from last year. So what's going on? Judges and prosecutors in Illinois are not aggressively enforcing the gun laws, generally speaking, often allowing offenders to plea down. And that is the crux of solving gun crime in America. Here is the solution. If a person is caught with a gun in the commission of any crime at all, it automatically becomes a federal beef. If convicted in federal court, the offender gets a mandatory sentence of 10 years in prison. After that, the criminal serves state time for the other offense. But for every crime committed in America with a gun, 10 years is the minimum. If you are simply found with an illegal weapon, it also becomes a federal crime. If convicted, you get 5 years. That kind of tough punishment would drop gun crime drastically. It would also give police and prosecutors huge advantages in wiping out the gang problem. Now, our politicians know that, but they simply will not do what's necessary. Instead, we hear about gun control. That's a fiction. The Second Amendment clearly states that Americans have a right, a constitutional right, to defend themselves with firearms. And that right's not going to be abrogated by Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, or anybody else. Also, the individual states have the right to regulate how many firearms residents can have. The federal government can and should pass laws requiring registration conformity. But again, the swift and harsh punishment of criminals who use guns is the key to solving